Not Gabrielle Union spilling the beans on Dwayne Wade's dirtiest secrets and then burning him at the stake after he betrayed her once more. Dwayne Wade has been unfaithful to Gabrielle Union often, and it has been widely publicized. However, it appears like Gabrielle is over him this time, as she has packed her luggage and is prepared to leave. Is she, however, set on leaving a lasting impression? Because it appears that she is dragging Dwayne and revealing some shocking things that will make you all very uncomfortable. Unbelievably, 2023 is turning out to be the year when all these picture-perfect Hollywood romances fall apart, waking us up to the fact that not everything is sunshine and rainbows behind closed doors. It appears that Gabrielle and Dwayne are joining Will and Jade in setting the stage for this reality check by bringing their own messiness into the mix. However, I must warn you, this tale is rich gold for rumors. Right now that Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade are well known in Hollywood, many of us hold them in high regard as models of a successful gray-haired black marriage. However, let's be completely honest. We may still acknowledge the strange times throughout their relationship, even when they're shipped. There have been a lot of strange things going on with them, I promise you. When they originally got together in 2007, they were both dating other individuals. Dwayne Wade was married to his high school sweetheart, Silken Funches, while Gabrielle was in a relationship. However, Dwayne ended his marriage to Silken shortly after Gabrielle's relationship ended, leading some fans to speculate that he and Gabrielle had been having extramarital affairs while he was still married. They have both now remained steadfast in their denials of having any hanky-panky during that period. Furthermore, the story of the divorce had little to do with Dwayne's Gabrielle, so it appeared as though they were trying to save face. Shortly after Dwayne and Silken's divorce was finalized in 2010, they made the decision to make their romance public. Still, it didn't take long for the gossip to begin swirling, claiming that Dwayne was having extramarital affairs with half of Hollywood's female population. He was actually exposed by one of his side projects, which said, "I too have my situation with Dwayne. He's amazing in bed, no doubt about it. But I would never treat him with the same seriousness as Gabrielle does. He constantly flies bees away and sleeps with them. When things are not as they seem, they like to pretend to be Michelle and Barack." She went on to say that they have to appear before the media to prove their authenticity whenever a rumor of any kind surfaced. Everyone who interacts with him is aware of his, to put it mildly, numerous relationships with women. Gabrielle is either playing dumb, which I find hard to believe, or she is aware of this and doesn't care. However, Gabrielle and Dwayne remained silent about the cheating claims, refusing to confirm or refute the rumors. They were all concerned with upholding their reputation as the greatest power couple after all. Then, in 2013, they abruptly ended things. But in November, only a few months later, they shocked everyone by calling each other back. But hold on, their reunion narrative contains a huge plot twist. You see, it turns out that Dwayne had gotten his lifelong buddy Asia Matoya pregnant during their separation. Now that this information had come to light, there were some very significant questions about how he could have become pregnant so soon after splitting with Gabrielle. Fans began to wonder if Dwayne and Asia had been harboring romantic feelings for each other all along. It wouldn't be a great surprise if he and Asia were more than simply friends throughout his time with Gabrielle, given his history of multiple infidelity. Really, becoming pregnant only requires one attempt. However, there were rumors of certain covert activities going on, if you get what I mean. Dwayne Wade has now revealed that he and Gabrielle got back together before he found out Asia was having his child. He acknowledged that he was afraid to tell Gabrielle because he thought she would dump him once more, possibly permanently. However, he claimed that telling Gabrielle the truth was one of the toughest things he had ever done. Was it more difficult for you to break up with her, or to sit down and have a chat about something that had happened outside of your relationship? Having a conversation with my now wife is much more difficult. Naturally, Gabrielle was hurt by this betrayal, but she remained silent about it until a few months ago, when she stated that although we weren't in a good place when the child was conceived, things had improved by the time he eventually told me about the pregnancy. Saying that I was devastated would be like choosing a convenient word from a low shelf. Some strangers, individuals I will never meet, have expressed disappointment that I haven't discussed that trauma with them before. I haven't had words, and I'm not sure I have now, even after countless sessions of therapy. Indeed, she and Dwayne reconciled and went on to tie the knot a few months later. This caused others to start talking about how she might have known more about Dwayne's adultery than they first thought. But it was their understated handling of Dwayne's kid Xavier that really got folks talking. With Dwayne's older children, Zaire and Zaya, they present the ideal blended family, but it felt like they were willfully ignoring Xavier's presence. And as if that weren't strange enough, the marriage suffered even more on social media when Gabrielle revealed in an interview that they equally split their expenses 50-50.
It's weird to say I'm head of household because in this household, we split everything 50-50. But in the other households that each of us have to support, it puts this, there's always this like gorilla on your back that it is like, you better work, bitch. You better work.
All right, Dwayne is earning far more than Gabrielle. He is more than 4 times richer than her, with a net worth of $170 million compared to her about $40 million. Given the wage difference, it's a little unclear why they're doing this entire 50-50 split when, in all honesty, he ought to be contributing more money. If you find that odd, however, things get worse because Dwayne spilled this tea during an interview. As it happens, Gabrielle was the one who insisted on this equal division because she didn't agree with a comment he made during a furious dispute. To reside in my paid-for home. When it comes to something we both share, my wife stared at me and said, "You will never say that to me again." My wife then said, "I got half on it, and you will never say my house again when we move to Lay." Whoa, that's absolutely absurd, everyone. And this caused certain feelings among people regarding the marriage. Gabrielle, however, stood by their 50-50th choice, saying that it was what kept their marriage together. She stated, "We're very open about the fact that this is our second marriage for each of us. Our initial attempt was not successful. Being more equitable and cooperative can be achieved in another way. We come to a compromise, listen, and humble ourselves. The prenuptial agreement is the primary distinction between this marriage and the last one," she stated in a different interview. "I've always said that having your own belongings eliminates the need to worry about those of others. So it's important for everyone to know going into the relationship that you're here for me and I'm here for you. Since I've never witnessed Dwayne balance a checkbook, the truth is that I need to safeguard my belongings. It is the upcoming trend. That might be your wave. Speak for yourself, Gabrielle, please." However, things are about to get hotter because, according to the gossip blog Dwyane, Dwayne is cheating on Gabrielle once more, and she is sick of this mess. As a result, things are becoming very shaky between the two of them. It seems that she is planning to get a divorce. According to the website, Dwayne is more like a woman than Gabrielle. During my 2 hours there, he was seen approaching her closely and having a very private conversation with her. On Instagram, Gabrielle has some fascinating posts as well. Evolution is the only possibility in the presence of truth, openness, and clarity. Gabrielle just shared a picture of her daughter on Snapchat. For her tranquility, I will stop at nothing. They claim that Dwayne continues to pose with the children rather than Gabrielle, and they received a message from someone else. Gabrielle hasn't posted any pictures of their other children, only of their daughter. They will resemble Will and Jada, according to a source. If they do split up, they'll keep it quiet and have different lives, but if needed, they'll maintain a united front for years. The intriguing part about all of this is that supporters have observed that Dwayne and Gabrielle have both stopped wearing their wedding rings, which indicates that their marriage is indeed in trouble. An insider said that Gabrielle has been consulting with a few divorce attorneys and is still attempting to determine the best course of action for the divorce. She is attempting to stay out of the spotlight as much as possible. But she is certain that the marriage is finished since she won't stand by and watch as Dwayne continues to embarrass her in public. Sansa has been conversing on these streets and has a lot to say about this drama, claiming things like she was covering half of the bills. Regardless, he's a booty bandit, so I don't feel bad for her. As she decided on this following his breakup with a baby, it does not surprise me. Gabrielle believes she was the only one capable of subduing Dwayne. Dwayne's first wife was treated horribly and disrespectfully by Gabrielle. She entered a marriage that resulted in a divorce. It's coming back to haunt her because she was involved in it. And Gabrielle is receiving her karma in return for this. She took Dwayne away from his spouse. He provides financial assistance for an outside child, but the little kid is never around them. They behave as though the child never happened. He's had enough of Gabby. Men begin to cheat when they grow weary of a lady. Gabrielle is getting bored with all of these comments, but I still want to hear your opinions. Do you believe Gabrielle doesn't deserve this, or that she is being smacked by karma? Do you guys also believe that she will actually leave Dwayne, or do you believe that she will ultimately win him back? Please share your opinions in comments here, and then see whether she ends up bringing him back. Leave your views and comments below, and then watch the next video. Spicy drama is waiting for you after that.